Today we're going to be slamming the Volvo on its arse. We are chopping the springs. We are dropping that on its arse. We're also going to paint the wheels and see how they look. So let's get into it. Right, one thing I didn't actually film that I did last weekend, just because I wanted to get it done, was I slammed the front end of the Volvo. As you can see, here's it before and here's it now. As you can see, this front end is properly down. Today I'm going to slam the back end and I might even give the wheels a coat of paint. So let's start changing up this and customizing this Volvo, shall we? Okay, we've got the car on axle stands, back wheels off. This is what I'm working with. Look, didn't realise I've got spring helpers in here. Must be because it's got a tow bar. So yeah, spring helpers in here. What I need to do here is I'm going to have to take about 1.5 coils out of the top. So cut it around here so then it sits back in there. You don't want to take it from the bottom because that's a pigtail and that has to go into this bracket that bolts it down. So what I'm going to have to do is, there's a bolt under here. I'm going to have to undo that bolt. But the thing, what I've heard is that thing in there sometimes spins if you do that. But I'm going to start undoing it, see what happens, take that out. Then I need to undo the top shock bolt. This should drop down and then I should be able to get this spring out, cut it, put it back in, job done. In theory.
A few moments later.
I've managed to get the bolt to start turning, but now this plate is spinning. So I'm going to use some of these mole grips. I'm going to clamp that and then carry on undoing it. Ah, you bastard. Come on, get in there. A bit more. There we go. Let's try that again. Get on. Come on. Got it. We haven't got it. There we go. Got it. Got it out. There we go. Get that bloody nut out of the gun. Right. That's out now. Okay. Now if I undo this bolt up here, I should better drop this down and get the spring out.
A few moments later.
I actually managed just to pull it out without taking that bolt out. So yeah, I just wiggled it out. So now, apparently, coil and a half. So that's a coil. That's a dead coil. That doesn't count. So a coil and a half is there. I'd say that's the end of that coil. So starting there, one whole coil would be to there, and then half, so there. Yeah, just in line with that. Perfect. Not sure if the camera's picking me up, but here we go. There we have it. Clean up like that. Quick. Spray the end. Back in. Spray your hand as well. Right. Get it back on the car and pray to God I haven't cut it too short. Does that have an actual sitting spot where the coil sits? Like most of them do. Yes, there. Right. So we want to get that sitting where the old one was. About there. Yeah. About there. So let's get this back on. Let's try and clamp this back down while I do that up. Like that. Oh, the battery's just freaking battery's just run out on there. Right. On to hand onto hand jobs now, hand movements now, sorry. There we go, that's in. Now, just to make sure that is actually going to line up with that, when I put it back down onto the other side. I won't film this because you just see what I've done. Let's just skip to me trying to get these springs to line up once I've done the other side.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's both sides done. Spring back in. Okay, now let's clean these up. These are looking very tired. I've got some other wheels planning to go on this, but for now, might as well use up the tyres on these. So until I get the wheels I want on here, let's just top these up, shall we? Okay, to top these up, first we'll give them a quick wipe down, just with some rag. I'm literally not putting any effort into this whatsoever. I just want them to be a bit nicer on the car, a bit brighter silver. So let's get all this, get this dirt off. We're going to sand anyway, that'll take a lot of it off. Just want to key them up. Key them up. I've got this special paint that goes on, doesn't need any primer, doesn't need any clear coat, because if you put clear coat on it, it goes this colour, but if you don't put clear coat on it, you'll see. So let's just give this a quick wipe down, get some of this dirt off, give them a quick key up. We are literally not going, the car's ratty, so I want the wheels to look a little bit ratty to go with it, so give these a quick key up. Literally going to be the worst job you've ever seen on the wheels. This is just me just tidying them up. Be surprised with what they actually look like with a lack of effort. I will sand it down. I will cut to when I've finished sanding the wheels down.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, wheels all now sanded down as much as I can be bothered to. Now it's time to get some of the meths, give them a wipe over, release any grease on them, and then mask up the tyre. Okay, now it's masked up. All I could find was this really expensive big roll of whatever that is, just that I've had in here for ages. It's been rotting away. Look how dirty manky it is. And so I used that to tape it up. So let's get on and spray it, shall we? Look at that! It's a bit bling, isn't it? But it tidies them up until I can get my decent wheels.
A few moments later.
Okay, both rear wheels painted. Can't really touch them or put them back on the car yet because they're wet. Can't take the front wheels off because I've got the back wheels off. So for now, I'll cut back to these when they're dry, stick them back on the car, do the front wheels, and then I'll do the grand reveal of how low the car is actually sitting front and back now with its new wheels. So, yeah. Okay, front wheels off. Let's get these front wheels painted up like the rears.
Eventually.
It's very windy out here and very bright out here, but do you want to see what the car looks like slammed with just some painted wheels? Bear in mind these wheels are just painted for now. They're not going to be the finished result. I'm going to get some nicer wheels for it, but for now, I can't believe how well this turned out. Check this out.